Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Broke Watch Fanatic here with another video review. Today we'll be looking at a very popular micro brand, Monta. With me here is the Monta Noble in a limited edition turquoise dial. They made 100 of these watches and I was fortunate enough to get my hands on one. Looking at Monta's lineup, the Noble looks like their dressiest timepiece. It's the watch you would pick up when you're going to a formal outing or attending a business meeting. At the same time, the watch can also be paired with a t-shirt and jeans for a casual night out on the town. It's quite a versatile watch as the polished bezel and clean dial sits on the business side, while the all-brushed 3-link bracelet states that it's sporty and rugged. If you were to ask me what this model can compete with, some of the models that come to mind are the Rolex Datejust and the Omega Aquaterra. It measures in at 38.5mm case size, 20mm lug width, a 47mm lug to lug, and 9.7mm thick. It features an M22 caliber movement, which is the Sellita SW300 movement, made to Monta's specifications by Sellita. And it comes with a decorated rotor which is displayed through their exhibition caseback. The dial is clean and laid out in a simple 3-hand configuration. The Monta logo is printed, which I think they should have tried an applied logo for this model. But the hands are pencil styled hands, rhodium plated and filled with Superluminova BGW9. It has a date window at the 6 o'clock position and it's nicely framed. The case shape is like all their other models, so if you've seen one, you've seen them all. There's a nice touch of polished beveling on the inner lugs. The crown is nicely proportioned to the case size. I don't think it's too big or too small. It is easy to grip and it has a smooth winding action. However, it does feel a bit dainty when the crown is unscrewed. The exhibition caseback is a nice bonus as it allows you to admire their decorated rotor. It has a polished flat bezel that could potentially be a scratch magnet depending on your activity, so you have to be careful with that. The bracelet is comfortable with their fully articulating link design and beveled edges on the outer links, and the best feature on any of their watches is their quick adjust clasp system. It's not as smooth as Rolex's Glide Lock, but it's close enough. You get 3 slots of micro adjustment plus 2 half links, so finding the perfect fit should not be an issue. So what is the wearing experience like? The watch, for its 38.5mm case size, wears quite large. I would say it wears like a 40mm case, even though it has female end links with a short 47mm lug to lug, and I think that's because of the size of the dial itself measuring in at 32.7mm, or that it's a brighter color that makes it look larger to the eye. Let's compare this to my Zin 556A. When I wear my Zin, it wears smaller than this Noble, and it's also a 38.5mm case size. The Zin does have a shorter lug to lug of 45.5mm, a smaller dial at 32.2, and it's also a black dial. You can see that the Noble looks and wears larger, which isn't a bad thing. It just depends on how you like to wear your watches. The bracelet is always one of their biggest selling points. The best feature for me is their quick adjust clasp, which I find I use quite often, alternating between 2 adjustment points all the time. The fully articulating links aren't a big deal for me and honestly I think it's unnecessary. But all in all, it does wear well. I think if you're looking for a well-finished, versatile watch you can take anywhere, this could easily fit the criteria. I really like their opaline, silver, and anthracite dial as well for a more subtle look. Anyways, I hope you find this video to be helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know. Until next time, take care everyone.